Yes, Sirski, what's Gucci YouTube? It's your boy Black with you, 3 long face, skinny body, and we back still black with some more fire Boruto manga related content. Now, before we get in the video, you already know the dilly. Yo, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, smash that like button, share the video with your friends. We are gonna be talking, right, about my guy Big Boruto Uzumaki, you know what I'm saying? And then, of course, Kawaki as well. So let's hop to the business. Yes, sir. Ski.
9 mountains and 8 seas make one world. 1,000 worlds make one chiliocosm. 1 chiliocosm to the power of 3, and there's nothing I can't cut.
Now, before we kick off this video, I wanted it to bring to y'all's attention, right? Because I feel like a lot of people are starting to see and notice the difference. And I want to, this is a genuine question, right? Do y'all see the difference in my approach? Last year, first of all, let me just start from the Boruto series beginning. Sarada has always been my favorite character. Now, as for the others, and I'm referring to figures like Boruto, Ada, and Damon, they jumped into my top 5 as the story progressed. But Sarada was always, like, you know what I'm saying, my favorite character. But everybody else, Himawari, all of them, they jumped as the story progressed. I said last year, I'm gonna take a more front forward approach when it comes to I don't want to say representing, but just when it comes to presenting Sarada's character and not only that, but defending her whenever I see something. Now, in terms of that, I mean, in the past, first of all, if you come at me crazy directly about some bull hockey regarding Sarada the Queen, I'm gonna check you off rip. But in the past, I was one to, you know, at the end of the day, it don't got nothing to do with me. At the end of the day, you could believe what you would believe. Long story short, I let a lot of stuff slide. I didn't say nothing. I didn't address anything. So last year, I did say, guys, I'm pretty sure y'all remember, I'm going to take a more forward approach when it comes to talking about Sarada. So I think y'all have noticed the difference because I've been getting a lot of comments lately, especially on non-Sarada videos regarding Sarada. And people are wondering why I rock with the character so much. And the proof is in the pudding, so we're not going to spend this video talking about that. But I just wanted to ask, do y'all notice the difference? And no, I'm not taking a backseat because I feel like this is something I been should have did because the misconception is actually kind of terrible. We got fake Sarada fans spoiling the community, and then we got Sarada haters left and right that we got to, I'm fighting everybody at all angles right now. So honestly and truly, y'all, I'm not taking a step back. I just wanted to see, like, you know what I'm saying? I noticed the difference in terms of y'all's reaction, but I just wanted to see if y'all notice the difference in my presentation when it comes to the character Sarada Uchiha. Anyways, big Uchiha vibes. Fuck y'all niggas talking about. Boruto chapter 19 was gas, right? This video was actually inspired by none other than, you know what I'm saying, my guy, the ladies love Louise 9. And I don't really make a video regarding comments, but this comment was so like, wow, head scratcher. I didn't even think about it. Now, kudos and hats off to you if you thought about this or you thought it's not something that crazy or grandiose to come up with on your own. But out of the endless ideas and endless theories of how I thought this can go, which way or the third, this was something, you know what I'm saying, brought up by my guy Luis, right? I didn't see coming, and possibly it might actually come to fruition within the story, right? So we just coming fresh off of the release of Boruto chapter 19, and we seen how the fight has kicked off with Ryu, and we seen, and rightfully so, the disappointment that has kicked off with my guy Konohamaru and Matsuri. Now, a lot of things have been going down, but even prior to the start of this mission, it was always pondered, it was always, you know what I'm saying, thought upon, will Boruto show up, right? And then in verse, it was always, if Boruto shows up, we know Juro will show up, and this for sure will be the end. Why do we have to say for sure 100%? Because my guy Kashin Koji can see all possible futures. So in the possible future where Boruto extends his help in this Hidden Sand mission, Juro will be on Project Eliminate Boruto ASAP no Rocky, right? We kicked off this mission with Team Konohamaru and Team Shinki no Shinki pulling up, quote unquote, befriending the Shinju, all agreeing to look for clues and further expand upon the revelation of Boruto and his partner's location, who we know to be Kashin Koji. Now, amidst this revelation, Mitsuki picked up a flying Raijin marker that Boruto tends to use. Now, as to whether he picked it up and put it back down or he picked it up and placed it in his garments, the marker is there. It is in the land of wind. It is within the vicinity of the battle. So there has already been introduced a means for Boruto to pull up into the battlefield. And upon all of our speculations, one of the main characters being in Kashin Koji constantly emphasizes Boruto's hesitation in terms of not being able to pull up in order to prevent Jura from pulling up, in order to prevent the ultimate death of Boruto, in order to prevent the end of the shinobi world. So everything is playing, according to plan, quote unquote, if we're going by Kashin Koji's logic. Now, just looking at the way the mission has been unfolding, especially with the release of Boruto Chapter 19, it was very well thought out, well drawn, and well executed in terms of how they're handling the fight while showcasing Ryu's strength, showcasing Sarada and Mitsuki's strength, but still not undermining the Shinju, the Hidden Leaf Shinobi, and even the Sand Shinobi, where we understand that Yodo is playing her part in respectively pointing out every location Ryu will pop up to before he even pops up. Araya is playing his part mainly and most importantly so in disrupting the iron sand in the vicinity that allows people like Sarada and Mitsuki to reign free and unleash all of the lightning and fire style jutsus they want in order to get the one up on Ryu. And we see Ryu has been overwhelmed, but long behold, he came up with a brilliant plan to counter this strategy. Now, just stepping away from the fight in general, how will the fight play out? We know Boruto has been, foreshadowed in story and out story to pop up on the battlefield, but slowly but surely, early on in the volume, slowly, as I stated in previous videos, Kawaki has been trying to shove Boruto out the driver's seat, cracking the window open, cracking the door, making sure it's unlocked, just so he can retain his original position as he held for so long in Naruto Next Generations, and being the one in control in the direction of the story, with the whole entire subplot regarding around Akebi Otsutsuki and my guy Amato. Now, Kawaki is on a mission. Get his limiters removed. Now, we know for a fact, once that happens, all hell's gonna break loose. We already have been anticipating a Kawaki who is, along but whole, fully surpassed Ishiki Otsutsuki, meaning harboring all of Ishiki's abilities, all of Ishiki's capabilities, on top of the ninja tech and ninja training that he got from his body and from his sensei, being that in Naruto, Uzumaki. So Kawaki made it a point to emphasize that his limiters being removed is the absolute next thing that needs to occur to him before anything else happens within the story. And just like we said, just like I've been saying, inverse and outverse, it's been anticipated and theorized. Somebody has to pop up on this battlefield. Me, so famously suggesting someone like, obviously, Boruto, but also someone like Code to play the antagonistic role, not just for the Shinobi, but also the Shinju as well, understanding that Code still has to have something under his sleeve. But still looking deeper into it, it's been brought up possibly a unlimited Kawaki may show up to the battlefield, right? And I even touched on this topic a little bit. An unlimited Kawaki is the perfect chance for him to not only get his powers released, but to showcase what these new unleashed powers can do by saving the day in the middle of this mission. And as we see how everything has been playing out, the sword for hindering and blocking Ryu's ability is gone. Konohamaru has been selling the mission since they had the lemonade stand out there on the side, right? You know what I'm saying? 2 for $25. That's his whole entire deal that he has going on right now. So Kawaki pulling up in the midst where everything seems like it's about to go awry and wrong can definitely prove good for his character, but also a good moment to showcase his strength in the possible future of him 1v2ing the Shinju, as we've seen famously Boruto do in the earlier chapters of TBV when he first put up into the dimension. But Kawaki popping up was something that was slightly on the radar. Now, my guy Luis brilliantly just stated the idea, because everybody already been saying Boruto pulling up. Some people been saying Kawaki pulling up, and this notion has been brought up after the fact that we understand his limiters are about to be removed. And Luis, he just popped up the greatest idea. Like, what if Boruto does show up, right, guys? And he does do what he do. And just for the fact that Boruto shows up, Boom, Jura shows up, and now everything is looking crazy. But remember how I stated so long ago, this is how we intertwine theories. This is why two heads are better than one. Kashin Koji is waiting for the right triggering moment before he would allow Boruto to go, meaning anything that would happen prior to that would allow Boruto to go, which is ultimately lead to his death. But waiting for whatever moment that only Kashin Koji would know to pass by and then allowing Boruto to go will ultimately result in the best future that Kashin Koji wants, and i.e. being Kawaki to get his limiters removed. Y'all know I don't like the man, but I'm not gonna sit here and play sides in terms of when it comes to actually progressing the story in the best way possible. So Boruto showing up to the fight, probably doing what Boruto does. Then Jura pulling up to the fight, probably doing what Jura does, right? And right when we think it's game over for my guy, Big Uzumaki Boruto, Kawaki portals through and saves the day, bro. And it could kind of be like the Hidari fight, right? Essentially, but we see on the end of Boruto completely destroying Hidari, Kawaki coming in for the finishing blow, Boruto pulling up, saving everybody, right? But then understanding it's not gonna be enough. Jura is now here. Not only is it not gonna be enough, but they're on death's door, and then right where everything is looking grim, my guy Kawaki portals through, or Sukuna Hikuna's through, and catches everyone by surprise and get them all up out of there. Now, this isn't me trying to break down how it can happen or what would happen if it happens, but the mere fact of the idea of if it happens, how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about Kawaki popping up and saving the day? How do you guys feel about all of these extra figures popping up in the middle of the fight? Or do y'all really want the fight and the mission to play out how it is? Basically being that we're going to leave Konohamaru and his vices and Team Sarada and their vices to deal with the situation, how the situation needs to be dealt with, meaning no Boruto and no Kawaki. But if we're honestly speaking truly, y'all, ladies love Luis, my guy, he's spitting. I think it's looking more than likely. My guy Boruto could pull up, be the false boy savior, and then my guy Kawaki swoops in at the last minute and takes all of the cookies and crumbs for himself. And it just works, honestly and truly. And that would be the good way. I wouldn't say the best, but that would be a very, very great way to showcase a newly unlimited Kawaki and his power. So let me know how y'all think about this idea. It's your boy Black Uchiha 3. Shout out Ladies Love Luis 9. And leave your thoughts below in the video. Until next time, holla at your bro. I'ma holla at y'all. Black Uchiha out. Yes, sir. Ski.